What's going on, guys? It's your boy K-Star, back at it again with another review. You know how it goes. Today we're going to be doing something a bit controversial. Half the people liked it, half the people didn't. There's been a lot of mixed reviews about this guy, so we're going to do one ourselves. So we have the Imagination Works Son Goku figure, which looks absolutely awesome. In my opinion, it looks really good, but we'll get into it a bit more. So before we get started, can you drop us a like and hit that notifications bell and subscribe if you feel extra generous. All that boring stuff that you don't want to hear, that would really help out me and the channel and us here. We'd absolutely love you for that, so thank you very much. For the random item of the day, we have a Capri Sun, a blackcurrant one because it's my favourite flavour and we love Capri Sun. They're just really nice, so you can get these from any supermarket and I highly recommend them. So without further ado, we'll get straight into the video. So we have Son Goku here from Imagination Works. This is the 1/9 scale, so we usually do 1/12 scale, up and down, various scale figures. So this is a random scale, it's very much its own figure. It's like you meet in the middle. So you have a 1/9 scale, which runs about just under 8 inches tall. So yeah, we have Goku here, looking very, very Jump Force and badass on the picture there. So we have the front of the box, a nice black. We got a photo of him there, Son Goku, in pearlescent letters, which looks absolutely awesome. Imagination Works, high quality sculpture, colouring, texture value, articulation. I agree with all of those except the articulation one. That's what we'll get into later. 1/9 scale action figure. You got the side doing a Kamehameha and the logo up there. You got the back with some accessories and poses and some Japanese shebang as always. The other side, Super Saiyan Kamehameha instant transmission, looking absolutely awesome. The top, the pearlescent words, looking really cool there, which we absolutely love. And the bottom, Imagination Works again. So if you just give me 1 second, we'll get straight into it. Right, so out of the box, guys, you have Kakaroto here, looking absolutely awesome. In my personal opinion, they have absolutely nailed the look of Son Goku there, from his face all the way down to his gi and skin tone, and I think he looks absolutely epic. So we'll start off. So from his head, you have just Son Goku and his generic black spiky hair that everybody knows him for, looking absolutely dope there. You have his slightly tanned skin tone, very cool. His black eyebrows and his eyes looking absolutely mean, like he's jumped straight out of the anime. And you can't deny, even people who don't like this figure, he looks like he has literally come straight out of the anime, jumped out of the TV screen. So we can't argue with that. You got his blue shirt and the orange gi, which actually looks like a material. It is made of a silicone plastic, it moves, but in my opinion that is a missed opportunity because of how good it looks as a material. They could have just done the whole orange outfit as fabric, which looks absolutely dope in my personal opinion. There's orange and yellow shading throughout. His skin tone is a nice cream colour, which looks absolutely awesome. The blue molds into the gi and all the way down. The same for the legs. Bit of shading, which makes all the difference in these things. And then finally we go down to his blue and red coloured martial arts boots, as we know from the Dragon Ball series. Very cool indeed. What I will say is, he's a lot lighter than I thought. I thought he'd be heavier, but he's actually quite a lot lighter, and that might be down to the materials used. So Imagination Works have gone for like a silicone arms, so all the arms are just a plastic, but the muscles are like a silicone squidgy. And people are saying they don't like this because it doesn't look very natural, but actually, when you think about it, if you're seeing someone do weightlifting and using their muscles, tensing, that is kind of natural because the muscles look slightly deformed, and it just gives you that nice look without a joint. So some people hate it, some people like it, but I actually think it's not too shabby at all. It just looks like a muscly arm that has been working out. So what we'll do my least favourite part of the video as always. So we'll do some articulation. So for our boy Kakaroto, or Son Goku, we have full head articulation, left and right. You can go all the way around if you really want to, as your boy K-Star never does because there's no need. The neck goes backwards and forwards and the head goes up and down as well. So plenty at the head area of Son Goku. The chest, there's a swivel backwards and forwards, as you can see there, but you don't want to go too far back because they'll be gapping in the shirt area, which could have been easily solved if they made the shirt a fabric material. You go side to side at the waist also, and for the arms you can get about 90, and you can go all the way around at the bicep. You can go 45, but this part, this is why some people don't like it. The squidgy part will move and will look a bit deformed, and the joint will show. So now I can understand why some people don't like that effect there. But either way, it's quite a nice idea, and not many figures have that effect. So in my opinion, you can't really argue that much. So you can get like a bit further than that, but we don't need to, because we don't want to damage the joint. And you can go all the way around 360 at the wrist, as always. So that's the top of the body articulation, and you can do the same with this arm, as you know usually you can. So not too shabby. The parts and the complaints of this figure comes with the crotch area and the legs, no pun intended. So basically all you can get is that. So it says articulation on the figure, but you can't get more than 45, because if you do, I've seen people snap these joints here and they're not very flush at all. So you get like this gappy, plasticky, ugly joints there, and people don't like it very much, and I can see why, because it's advertised as heavy articulation, but you don't actually get that. So it can be a bit misleading, but you can go all the way forward. It's not very appealing, and you can see the joints, but it's still a front kick. And if you want that front kick look, you can get it if you really want to. So it is there, but as you can see, gappy, plasticky, badly engineered. So in terms of that, not very good at all, which is a shame really, because the figure looks absolutely awesome. Besides this ugly bit here. As well as that, you can get a knee bend, which looks very cool from the side, but you pull it to the front and you get this not very nice looking tulip shape, and that's to block the joints there. But again, they could have solved this by making it like a material bit of the figure, which would have been a lot better engineered. And look how gappy and plasticky that looks. I don't know if it's just mine, but that doesn't look very nice at all there at the leg. So very disappointing at the legs, unfortunately. I can understand why people don't like it, fully understandable. You get, at the foot, you get an ankle swivel left and right. You get all the way around 360. I don't like doing that, but you can. You get backwards and forwards, and you get a toe. So good at the feet, good at the upper body, in my personal opinion. Not too shabby at all. But the legs, big letdown. They could have given us butterfly joints at the legs, like we do, like we get on the shoulders and the arms and the waist. But very ugly and poorly engineered at the crotch area and the legs. Although you can get into your little martial art poses, and you can do bits and bobs with him. But yeah, just very poor at the legs. Look how gappy that is. I think it's worse on mine, which is a big shame considering how much this guy costs. He's going to run you about 90 bucks. But yeah, so sometimes we've just got to Odin deal with it and live with things, because we can't have everything. But all that being said, I will not take back what I said about the sculpt and the look of this guy, because although he has flaws, he's probably one of the best action figure variants of Goku you're going to get in terms of looks. You know, you see that, you know who he is. And in my opinion, he looks like a Ban Presto statue. So I don't know if you guys have seen the Ban Presto statues that don't move and have no articulation. Sometimes it's hard to get articulation in an action figure without showing joints. But what I'll do is at the end of the video, I'll grab a Ban Presto statue and I'll compare Goku to a Ban Presto Vegeta or Goku statue to show you what I mean by it's the perfect mix between a statue you just leave on your shelf or on your desk and an action figure. So in my opinion, it's the best of both worlds. If you're like me and you're not really super articulation mad, I think it looks awesome. So what we'll do, we'll quickly get into accessories with our boy Kakarot, and then we'll do a little summary and a review at the end. So if you bear with me 1 second. So guys, I don't know how good that's coming up on camera, but there you can see the Super Saiyan form Goku in like a martial arts pose, and he does look good. He looks like a statue, like a still motionless statue without any articulation, but it's just when you look closer and you can see those big gaps in the legs where the problems come. But other than that, I think he looks awesome. So that was his accessory. So as you can see there, you get his nice Super Saiyan hair, and they've painted this perfectly. It's not too yellow and it's not too golden. It looks absolutely awesome in my opinion. So you've got the golden Super Saiyan yellow hair and like a pearlescent metallic tint, which looks dope. The skin tone's even more tanned on this because obviously you get the glow from the energy, which looks awesome, and you get the slanted eyes looking to the side like he's going to cause some damage at the disco and absolutely wreck you. So for an accessory, I know the figure's expensive, but it's good that they included the Super Saiyan head with this figure instead of making us buy a total new figure. And you can get him into poses if you really want to, but in my opinion that's absolutely incredible. So I'm just getting back into like an angry stationary pose. There's your boy, totally annoyed and not ready for any more nonsense. Looking dope like he's just transformed there, about to whoop Frieza's ass. So, as you saw, you get the other eye pieces and you get other hands. So, if you give me 2 seconds. So you get instant transmission or peace hands. You get 2 of those. You get 2 spirit bomb hands, left and right. You get kind of like a Kamehameha hand, which you can do on Goku. You get 2 of those, and you get his martial arts posed gripping hands. I'm not going to put them all on because there's no need, because you've probably seen this on other reviews, so apologies for that. And then the final thing that you get, which I think is pretty awesome, completes the figure, is this display base. So you get Imagination Works mirrored display base with silver writing, which looks absolutely awesome. And you just connect this up with little pieces and you can wrap it around his stomach area there, but in my opinion there's no need. So if you want him on the display base because he stands normally, you can just keep him there looking absolutely awesome, because he stands perfectly fine without it. So it's your personal preference. If you want him doing a spirit bomb effect, you can, but if you just want him looking cool like the G that he is, you can have him stood normally on the display base. So there you go, looking absolutely cool. But it's just a nice little bonus that they did give us, that there is an option to display him if it's a bit windy and you want him secure on a display base. You can have that option if you really want it, which is awesome. They didn't really need to do that, but there you go. So not too shabby at all. So yeah, it's not perfect. I'd give it about, probably, I'd give it a 7, because the looks is at least a 9, how it looks like a statue and it looks just like Goku from the anime. So in terms of looks, overall the articulation's pretty poor and some of the sculpt work's amateur. It is the first figure, so I can understand why it's not amazing, but overall, for the looks especially, in my opinion, I'm going to give him a 7 or a 7.5 out of 10. They could make him a bit cheaper for the mistakes that they've included. He shouldn't be any more than 70 bucks to pick up, especially with import and things for us guys. So 90 bucks is far too much for this guy. But if you love Goku, I'm sure you'll pick him up. The last thing I'll do before the end, quickly as promised, is I'll compare him to a Bam Presto figure. So here we have Bam Presto Colosseum Vegeta, And as you can see, this is a stat figure. It's probably like 30 bucks, 40 bucks cheaper because they don't move. No articulation at all, as you can see, just sculpting. But he looks from exactly the same line as this Goku. So if we just put these side by side like this, in my opinion, this Goku could be mistaken for a stationary statue, in my opinion. They look from exactly the same line, and I know Imagination Works are releasing their own Vegeta, so that's pretty cool. And from the review trailer, it looks awesome. They look like they've improved stuff, and they've included material for Vegeta's battlesuit. But there you go, there's just a comparison with a Banpresto Coliseum Vegeta figure. The sculpting on the face is even better on the Goku than the Vegeta. So even then, if you want a stationary figure, I've got Goku and Vegeta there that look absolutely awesome until I can get the Imagination Works version. So yeah, that's it for this one really, guys. Not got much else to say. Awesome sculpt work, paint and detail, bang on, looks just like Goku. Can't go wrong. Colour shading, perfect. Not an issue at all. But they really need to work on these crazy horrible joints that don't look very nice. But other than that, for a first bash, I can't argue too much, and I'm happy I've got him in the collection. I got mine from a store from Curbio or Karibo, I don't know how to pronounce it. Awesome guy, ships out really fast. I'll stick the store link in the description below. Check out his store, he's absolutely awesome. He provides good figures, especially in the UK, and we can't go wrong. So yeah, that's it for this one, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, smash that like button, hit that thumbs up and notifications bell, all that boring stuff that you don't want to hear. Really appreciate it. And yeah, if you any feedback you got, whack it down in the comments. We're not sharks here. Get the community flowing, talk to us, give us your thoughts and feelings. And yeah, that's it really, guys. Thanks for your time. Stay safe. As always, keep collecting.